Welcome students, we are going to continue the same point, amendments to the constitution. So, the constitution mentions various ways of amending the constitution. Different ways are there to make the changes in the constitution. First one, few provisions in the Indian constitution are amended by simple majority of the parliament. It means by the simple majority they can do the changes in the constitution. Second, some provisions require special majority. Special majority means two-third majority. Two-third members they have to support for these amendments. And third, few other provisions are amended by special majority plus consent from more than half of the constituent state. So, special majority they have to get it from this MPs as well as they should consent, they should get the permission from more than half of the constituent state. So, with the help of these various ways, Parliament can make the changes in the constitution. So, that is the right of amendments to the constitution. Now, next point, can you tell? Certain laws which become out of date or obsolete are abolished. Can you give example of such obsolete laws? For example, Privy Purse. So, such some laws are there which laws are outdated. So, it is necessary to cancel these laws or to remove these laws. So, these laws, so student, you have to try to make this activity, try to collect the information, or you have to attempt the above activity on their own. You have to collect the information that such type of laws are there, which laws are outdated. Try to collect the information about it. Now, next point we are going to learn it, that is Speaker of Lok Sabha. In the very first meeting after the election of Lok Sabha, the members of Lok Sabha elect a Speaker and Deputy Speaker. It means head members. So, under his or under her supervision, all the function, all the work of Lok Sabha can work out. So, Lok Sabha functions under the guidance and the control of Speaker. Speaker is the head of this house. So, you can see here, Lok Sabha represents the citizen and Speaker represents the Lok Sabha. So, Lok Sabha is the representation of the common citizen and Speaker represents the Lok Sabha. He can supervise, he can keep the control on this all work of Lok Sabha. After getting elected as Speaker, he or she has to conduct the business of the House in an unbiased manner. Unbiased manner means without partiality. That person can work out for the according to the country's interest. So, impartial. His role is very important. Without partiality, just he or she can work out all the function of Parliament. Lok Sabha member have some rights and privileges as the representatives of people. Now, these all MPs or Lok Sabha members have some rights or privileges. Privileges means what? Some special rights they have as the representative of the people, because they are trying to represent our country. So, these are taken care of by the Speaker. So, Speaker can take care that whether they are working in proper manner or not. Apart from this, the Speaker has to maintain the decorum and dignity of the House, as well as just with the polite manners, with the good discipline, just they have to work out in this House. They have to show the dignity, honor to all the member of this house, as well as interrupt the rules of daily functioning. Whatever daily functioning work is there, just this speaker has to interrupt, has to explain all the details about the function of that house and work accordingly. So this is the main function of the speaker. The chairman of Rajya Sabha. So the head of Lok Sabha is called as a speaker. Okay. The head of the Lok Sabha is called as a speaker. Now we are learning who is the head of Rajya Sabha. That is called as a chairman. So the chairman of Rajya Sabha. The chairman exercise a control over the functioning of Rajya Sabha. He can control, he can work out under his guidance, just all the function of Rajya Sabha can work out. The vice president is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. So this is the provision that the vice president of our country is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. The function of Rajya Sabha chairman also include maintaining the discipline in the house. Now what is the function of the chairman? First and most important thing that he has to maintain the discipline. Second, facilitating discussion. Just various topic, just he has to make the discussion on various issues and giving members a chance to speak. Everyone will get chance to speak it, or they can express their views and opinion. And all this work can carry out under the supervision, under the guidance of this head of the Rajya Sabha, that is chairman. Okay students, we are going to stop here. Remaining part we will see in the next video. Goodbye student.